All right, hey friends, welcome to this guided meditation where we'll work some more on quieting the mind. And here I don't mean quiet so much a perfectly still mind with no mental activity at all. In fact, I love this quote from Sri Aurobindo, who said, quote, "A quiet mind does not mean there will be no thoughts or mental movements at all, but that these will be on the surface." So, like, imagine the surface of a lake where you can dive into the depths and there's just the ripples or even the waves on the surface aren't felt so much. In terms of the neuroscience, it was found that these in deep, restful states of quietude produce dramatically increased gamma wave activity in advanced meditators, which is the highest frequency of brainwave, and it's associated with heightened awareness and sensory clarity. So this is the other benefit, is that as your mind quiets down, you start to be able to see more. So, all right, let's give it a try. Please settle into your meditation posture. You can sit with an upright spine, or you can even lie down if your energy level is high enough where you won't fall asleep. So it can be helpful to check in actually in the start of your meditation session. Where are you on this scale from sleepy, very low energy, to very high energy? The mind is active and almost too alert, like you've just had a cup of coffee. And it's okay, whatever you're feeling, but then you can know to come into balance in the meditation. So you might need to add in more tranquility if your mind is really, really energized. And likewise, you might need to bring in more interest and energy if your mind is sleepy and dull. So now you can just relax from the top of your head and down to your toes, scanning down your body and releasing any tension. And I'll invite you to smile and enjoy doing nothing for a minute. Where to go, nothing to do. This is a wonderful use of your time. You're training your mind. What could be more important? Your mind is with you everywhere you go. Enjoy this gift you're giving to yourself. And then when the time feels right, you can start to kindle this positive feeling with a happy memory, or using a phrase like, "May I be happy," or an image of a cute animal, a baby, or a friend. Whichever of those brings up a positive feeling for you. And then just surf that feeling, allowing it to grow, allowing it to swell and fill your whole experience. Simply sit back and watch the mind meditate with kindness and patience. And then all you have to do is use the 4 R's. If your mind gets lost in thoughts, you recognize, release, which also means to relax any tension in your body, especially around the head. So you release mentally by opening up your awareness, and also physically by relaxing, by releasing tension. And then the third R is to relish, to enjoy the positive feeling again. And the fourth R is to remain with that object, that vehicle. And the feeling itself is the vehicle here that's bringing us deeper into meditation, that's quieting the mind. The mind doesn't grow quiet by forcing, that's like trying to calm the surface of a water by pressing on it hard or blowing on it. Instead, here we relax. We relax all the tension, like allowing the water to spread out and pool on its own. And you can radiate this feeling until you no longer can. At some point, as you start to sit longer, and this can take 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour or longer, at that point the feeling might fade into a cooled off, quiet mind. And then that quiet mind becomes your new object. It's this point of calm, like the eye of a storm. And you just rest there, sitting there, wanting nothing, and sinking into that cooled off feeling. You might spend a little more time with the release step when needed, just to ensure that the subtle tension often felt in the head gets relaxed. And as the mind flows towards deeper levels of blissful release, rest in the place of lowest tension. It's like the place of lowest gravity where the water flows down the mountain and it just wants to go where gravity brings it, where it can rest and pool. Surrender all effort or doing. Pay attention to nothing in particular and have no intentions in quiet mind. And if out of the corner of your mind's eye you see something coming, starting to distract and pull your attention away, can release that little wobble and release back into relishing and remaining with the quiet mind. And it's really key to have a happy, smiling attitude in the observing mind here is wanting nothing. If you're trying to get somewhere in your practice, trying to have a certain experience, the quality of awareness becomes a little too tense. It's all about the mind's attitude. So relish, enjoy, smile. Okay, so feel free to keep sitting longer and give your mind some more time to settle. Otherwise, if you're coming out of the meditation, you might just reflect back on what you learned about your mind. And as you become more advanced in the practice, as you're doing here, you can start to use your intuition more. So you can ask yourself, like, what's the cause of this? If there's a little problem or blockage in your practice. Often the answer can come right away, or it might come later in like a sudden, certain insight. Like, oh, that's the cause of that. That's what my mind's doing, or that's what I need in my practice. So, as always, I hope you can continue to bring this into your day using the 4 R's to make it a lifestyle. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the lesson.